Now that we've got the key components removed from the vehicle, this is a really good time to stop and understand some of the engineering and technology behind each of those. First, our rotors. You're looking at a brand new wherever rotor from Advance Auto Parts compared to the original rotor off the '97 Camry. This vehicle has 120,000 miles on it. Now this rotor has held up rather well. There's no cuts, there's no grooving, there's no burnishing on the rotor itself, but we know it needs replaced. How do we know that? Thickness. Let me show you with the micrometer. On the brand new wherever rotor, we're a little over 1 inch thick. When I slide over and check that against the old rotor, there's a lot of play. There's a lot of surface area missing there. Translation, it's going to take more stopping distance for your vehicle to come to a stop. There's less steel here to create friction. Some of the other things you want to look for on a new rotor, the wherever brand rotors have a non-directional cut, which is really going to help set the brake pads and align those brake pads to work best in concert with this rotor. It's going to help you stop better. Another thing you want to look for is the cooling fins. Again, this wherever rotor has the exact right amount of cooling fins in between the layers that was originally designed. This is a place where some people cheat. There's less or more or just inconsistency as it relates to the cooling fins. This is a very high quality rotor and it's going on the Camry. Next, the brake pads. First thing I want to do is show you the difference between the new wherever gold pad we're going to install and the old worn pad off the Camry. Huge difference. Translation, more stopping power. Another common question is, how do I know that my vehicle needs new brake pads? If one pad is worn more than the other pad. If there's grooves in the surface of the brake pad or cracked lining or chipped corners, you may have a bigger problem with your caliper or rotor and need to inspect both of those as well. Some brake pads on today's vehicles require a certain percentage of ceramic, others semi-metallic. The great thing about the Wherever Gold program in Advance Auto Parts is all of that is solved for you if you're putting on OE or original equipment brake pads. Other things to look for on a premium pad like this one. A multi-layer shim on the back, which helps reduce noise under braking. The slots and chamfers help minimize vibration. And finally, a pad of this type of technology is engineered to minimize the brake dust. The brake caliper. It has the job of pulling the rotor and pads together to create maximum stopping power. Now, arguably, some of today's vehicles are more complex than ever, but a brake project, especially when you're replacing these three components, is easier than ever. One of the reasons why, a caliper like this one comes with a new caliper mounting bracket on it, new bolts, new copper rings, and a full bag of hardware. What that means to you is, on reassembly, everything's going to come together true and proper to create maximum stopping power and deliver a great brake project.